Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
At times it feels like Twitter's back.
Oh, sometimes I log in and it is firing on all cylinders. Like, people are being so funny.
Yeah, I'm starting to see just really short, punchy jokes again. This one that I read just now made me laugh literally out loud. That's LLOL, if you're wondering.
LLOL. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
It's from @ReallyDo. Sorry I'm late. I was watching TV at the gas pump.
I don't get it.
Have you seen the TV screens at the gas pump that are like playing full-blown commercials and stuff now?
No.
Oh, where do you gas up?
Well, what I do...
you've been stealing it off farmers, you were saying.
No. When I gas up, I like to walk away because I feel like it's a flex that I can like figure out the system so you don't have to be holding the pump.
It's illegal.
What do you mean it's illegal? I fill all the way.
You're supposed to be within touching distance.
Well, I'm still in touching distance, but I like to like take a couple steps away, put my hands on my hip, and just like look around, see what everyone else is up to at the gas station.
You're probably the only person on the planet, right? Not on the planet, that's listening to me speak right now. You're probably the only person that hasn't noticed the TV screens at the gas pumps.
Never noticed them.
They're like playing loud television.
Well, I hate pumping gas, so I actually disassociate for the entire duration of being there.
Quick poll on the text line. Does anybody else listening agree with Lisa that you haven't noticed these? I bet we get zero
What do you mean?
texts.
Like, is there a show playing? Like, is it Bravo and it's an episode of Vanderpump Rules?
It'll be like, Esso has always supported hockey since its grassroots days.
Oh, that's never happened to me before. I don't go to Esso, though. Maybe that's why. Is it just an Esso thing?
No, there are TV screens at almost every gas pump now.
Well, that would be a very funny tweet if I noticed that was a thing.
I guess it would. I suppose I have to retract a statement. You claimed that you'd never seen a TV screen at a gas pump. And I said that's ridiculous, and you're probably the only person out of you and all of our listeners who have that bold statement. Got about 15 texts supporting you.
Never noticed a TV at the pump. Too busy, washing off your windshield.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around.
And
yeah.
I suppose if you hit the same gas station all the time, because humans are...
creatures of habit.
Creatures of habit, exactly. That if that gas station doesn't have a TV screen, why would you have ever seen one?
Amber wrote in, but also I didn't know it was illegal to walk away. I also thought my auto pumping skills were a major flex, like being able to figure out how to keep the gas pumping without having to have your hand on it. It is illegal to walk away?
I said that, but...
Did you make that up?
Might have. There's no law against it, according to Reddit, but that was 10 years ago.
Because, sometimes I'll do that and I'll go in and get a snack.
No, I don't think you should be doing that.
What?
That's what we got to shift this conversation to now.
Whoopsies. I mean, not every time, but I've definitely left to go inside.
Like,
get a lotto ticket.
What happens if the sensor, the kickback's not working great, and then you just leak gas all over the place?
It always works.
It doesn't. Sometimes it malfunctions. So I think that's why they expect you...
To be there.
Like, a lot of places even got rid of the thing that you click into to keep the automatic option as unavailable.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were so many rules or factors or layers when it comes to pumping gas. I just hate the whole process, so I just try to get it over as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's why you only put $20 in
every
instead
time.
of filling your tank.
No. I'm a filler.
You are now.
Every time.
Well, congrats.
Thanks.
That's a big shift, because a few years ago, $20 every time.
Just put it on your credit card and forget about it, right? There's another movie coming out next year, and I want you to take a guess. It's going to be, I wouldn't even call it a sequel, because there were a couple movies done after the original.
Air Bud.
Ryder, can you see my screen? Air Bud returns.
Whoa, how did I get that?
And it says, Ain't No Rules 2026.
What sport?
Who asked for this?
What sport is Airbud playing?
It's going to be basketball again.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Because Airbud kind of went through the whole sports gambit, right?
I think so.
There was like Airbud soccer. There was hockey.
I don't know, but this golden retriever has more sequels than Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, what is going on?
That's cool. That's good. You love animals. Why are you kind of grumpy about this?
Because I don't like that they put the dogs in shoes. I've always had a problem with that.
Okay. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi have sold their farm in England after purchasing it about a year ago for $30 million.
They realized farm life wasn't for them, I guess.
No, quite the opposite.
What?
They moved down the road and bought a place that has facilities for Portia's horses.
Porsche's horses.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, can you imagine buying a house for $30 million and walking in and being like, this is the one. This is it.
Our hard-earned money is going towards this.
Just being kind for all those years to staff and guests has gotten us into this beautiful farm, and it's perfect. And then 1 year later, you're like, yeah, we should probably switch this up. Like, I just can't imagine having that kind of money.
No.
Like, I bought my place in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And there's times that I'm like, is there a better part of the city that makes more sense for picking up my daughter? You know, whatever.
Whatever.
And I'm like, I can't yet. Chipping away at what I owe on this one. And it was 60 times less than that.
So they've only been living there for a year. Also, moving is a nightmare. Like, just stay where you are.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
if you're that rich, though, and you're not doing any of the heavy lifting,
you can pay for movers.
Do what you want.
Here's what I keep thinking about, though. How lucky their realtor is.
Yes.
I did the math. I did the math on roughly what you would get for a sale of a $30 million house. And it's about $1 million if you're making, I don't know, 4% or whatever. But
and maybe it's like these are the type of clients that you have that are so easy to deal with. So it's like a couple phone calls.
I definitely haven't heard that about Ellen.
True.
But yeah, that every year, all of a sudden you just get a mill because they're moving again.
Yeah.
Insane.
Incredible for them, though.
Yeah. Those lucky horses.
Oh, yeah. And the horses, too. I was talking about the realtor, but
oh,
sure.
Great. You know Fat Joe?
Sure do.
He drinks a lot of Diet Pepsi, apparently.
I got that no limit American Express card, mommy. You can get whatever you like.
He was recently quoted in an interview talking about just how many, and it blew my mind that that's even possible.
And this is per day or per week or?
Per day.
How many?
Drink too many Diet Pepsis. A lot. You know what I'm saying? Very, very much. I got a problem. 30, 40 a day.
No.
So he's saying, like, yeah, he wouldn't be able to quit. Even
30 to 40 a day. What do his teeth look like?
I don't know.
This reminds me when I did my driver's tests back in the day. Remember you'd go to driver's school? It was a couple days. You'd sit in a classroom with a bunch of other people on a weekend. Well, there was this woman that led the classes, and she would chug, not cans of pop, those big ones that you buy for like a kid's birthday party that the whole party shares.
Like bottles.
Like the big ones where you twist it, it's like...
Yeah, 2 liters.
The 2 liters, but she would have like 3 of them. She was shameless about it. She would say, well, I don't buy the cans. These are a better deal.
So was she dummying them, like picking them up with 2 hands and sipping them that way? Or she wasn't pouring them into a glass?
Yeah, that's why I'm a bad driver to this day. I could not focus in that class. All I thought about was Coca-Cola Gate.
Those aren't easy to look casual drinking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why it was such a distraction. And that's why she had to talk to us about it. Because we were all like, what are you doing? Oh, it's a better deal. I'm telling you right now. We're like, we're never going to need to know that because we're not drinking that.
You twist off and then have to set the cap down and then you 2 hand.
Yeah.
And
you
then
squeeze
you
it a bit.
down.
or like suctions a little bit. Yeah, very distracting. Wow. So Fat Joe has between 30 and 40 diet sodas a day.
And aspartame is like one of the worst things for you.
I think actually eventually you still gain weight even when you are having diet because it does something to your blood pressure.
They don't call them skinny, Joe. We wanted to ask if there is something unconventional that you've had too many of.
To the point where you had to cut it out completely. Like your friends sat you down and they're like, listen, man, like you're having way too many Pizza 73 salt and pepper wings. Like you got to shut it down. We're concerned.
Yeah, get at
Something
us
specific.
with your specific example. We'd love to hear from you.
Jeff, I had to stop. I used to buy those lemon cream cookies and my family would bug me to quit. A few years ago, my kids and my wife's kids all bought me a box of lemon cookies for Christmas, and I think I ate 8 boxes on Christmas Day.
What? Wow, they came back into your world in a big way.
Wow. Jonas wrote in Tequila Cottage Springs. Yeah, because they taste like water. Like sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
it's a dangerous game.
Those cut waters I'm hearing more and more people talk about too that are just dangerous.
Now, this is a funny text that we got, something that's not food related.
Okay.
Mooning. I was addicted to mooning people. This was through my 20s and into my 30s, and my boyfriend had to sit me down and say, you really need to stop doing that. Obviously, there were some cold beverages involved. But imagine if that was your go-to as soon as you were drunk.
Just whipping your pants down and showing people your booty.
And then your partner has to sit you down and be like, honey, please stop doing this.
This text says, once I started using a label maker, I couldn't stop.
Yeah, the addiction for things like that, little trinkets.
Or like she said, she labeled her toaster. Why would you label your
great.
toaster?
I love that.
I got hooked on the smell of fresh tennis balls to the point that I would go and I would pop them in the store just for a whiff and then just put them back on the shelf.
Do you remember when we got that call on our show? This was years ago, and it was a pregnant woman. And she said she had a serious problem. She had to stop going to Home Depot. Because when you're pregnant, you have these mineral or vitamin deficiencies, so you crave the taste of dirt.
Yeah.
And she would go down the aisle of the plant section, and she'd be eating fistfuls of dirt, like that episode of Goosebumps where I think it was called Don't Go in the Basement. And the dad, it turns out he was a plant.
Yeah.
Those are the same vibes. A pregnant woman that's craving dirt reminds me of that episode of Goosebumps.
Yours involves a pregnancy story as well, and then after, but it got so bad your doctor was the one that intervened. Can you break it down for us?
He told me to stop consuming Genoa salami wrapped in fruit roll-ups.
What?
Started as a pregnancy craving. I ate it consistently, like 500 grams of salami and Costco-sized boxes of fruit roll-ups a day. Take the salami, unwrap the fruit roll-up, roll it back up together, and consume. It was fantastic in my mind. But finally, after the baby was born, the doctor's like, this needs to stop. So we had to gradually wean off of this.
The fact that you told your doctor what you're consuming is so funny. And they were like, what do you mean salami and fruit roll-ups?
Yeah, that was my staple. That was breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I could not get enough.
Kelsey wrote in, I got a bread machine at a garage sale for $15, and I've made 2 loaves of bread every day since.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Man, just knowing Kelsey, that would pay off, right?
Yes.
'Cause she's not going to want to hammer all that bread herself. She's sharing.
Having a neighbor that makes homemade bread is a dream.
Best. Yeah, I might have to move, actually.
Yeah, where are you at?
Don't
Cass?
have one of those. Ryan says, I was addicted to emptying the brake fluid out of my vehicle for a while.
What?
Just couldn't stop.
No, we're not doing dad jokes.
Well, I thought it was a good one. I'm going to give him his credit where credit is due.
Okay, let's get to an actual addiction that someone had to quit.
Nancy said, became totally addicted to chewing ice. I'd bring Ziplocs of it to work. And Kurt says I was weirdly addicted to lint rolling everything. I felt strange being out of the house if I hadn't heavily lint rolled before leaving for a while.
Yeah, that's why they have those massive Costco containers of lint rollers for people like that just, they can't stop.
Now, this wasn't something you were addicted to, but you showed some addictive traits.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you have it and then since can't touch it.
Sure. So this started when you were 5. Fire away.
Oh, yeah. It was a Saturday morning, and I felt like being sneaky and whatnot because Mom wouldn't let me eat any chocolate chips. So I just woke up a Saturday morning. Everybody was asleep, and I ate a whole bag of the Chip-Its. The normal, it was a milk chocolate. And about an hour later, I just started puking. And my mom came down and asked me what happened. And I was like, oh, nothing or whatnot. And then she found the bag of chocolate, the Chip-Its inside the garbage can. And then I had to come clean. And seriously, it's been 42 years later, and I've never touched anything chocolate chip, from a chocolate chip cookie to a muffin, home baked goods, nothing.
No kidding. It's kind of like when you catch your kids smoking and make them smoke an entire pack.
Actually, my dad did that to me, too, once when I was in grade 10.
We should just, instead of everyone texting in for this segment, let's just get Lawrence to break down the list of things.
I just thought I would add to your little addictions topic.
Please.
That's a good name for it. Little Addiction.
Little addictions, yeah.
Yeah. I actually posted about this on my Instagram yesterday because I'm addicted to closing my fitness rings on my Apple Watch.
It consumes you, doesn't it?
It's like absolutely out of control because now I've done it for 3.5 months straight and I'm like, I can't stop. So I'm never, ever going to stop working out until I die.
Yeah, there's something about opening up your month of rings in your fitness app and seeing all of them closed. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, like it feels wonderful, but now I'm screwed because I'll never be able to relax for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I've seen Lisa get up in the middle of the show and just start walking back and forth in the studio. I'm like, what's wrong?
Got to stand up that hour.
Yeah. Or at the end of the day where you're like, I need 10,000 steps and you're walking around your living room before you go to bed just to hit that mark.
Yeah, so relatable.
It's so true.
$1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107, Mari. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good.
Ready to win $1,000?
We'll try.
Okay.
Yes, I love it. Who do you want as your teammate for this round of 1K wordplay?
I'll go with Ryder.
Okay. Goodbye, Ryder. So here's how the game works for anyone that's perhaps listening for the first time. Ryder's going to leave the studio. I'm going to give Mari 5 words with a 25-second timer. You just tell me the first word that comes to mind. We'll invite Ryder back in. For every word that matches, you get $25. But if all 5 match, you win $1,000. Good luck.
Thank you.
What comes to your mind when I say Oreo?
Cookie.
Rubber.
Band.
French.
Toast.
Clogged.
Drain.
Mustard.
Ketchup.
Good answers. I loved how you said ketchup. So exciting. All right, let's get Ryder back in the studio and give you some money today.
Yeah.
This was a great round. I'm excited for it. Ryder, welcome back.
Thank you.
We're definitely giving away some money today. What comes to mind when I say Oreo?
Cookie.
Yep, $25. Rubber.
Tire.
Oh, band was the answer.
Oh.
That's okay. Those were both good answers. We're not done yet. What comes to mind when I say French?
Kiss.
Toast. Mustard.
Ketchup.
Yep, we got $50.
First word that came to mind was tiger.
No, we're not saying mustard tiger. Nobody's saying that, Ryder. What movie is that even from?
It's from Trailer Park Boys.
Okay. Last but not least, for $75. Clogged.
Toilet.
Vein was the answer. Hey, you know what? You got $50. Thanks for playing. I loved your answers. Great work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Man, Mari had some great answers
And
there.
you
You're
should have
right.
heard the way that he said ketchup. It made my day. He was so peppy and cute.
Okay.
I loved it.
We nailed
Anyway,
that one.
We nailed it. Anyway, your next chance to play is tomorrow morning at 7:50. Good luck.
Oh, have you heard of Swimly before? No, sorry, Swimply.
Say that again.
Swimply.
No.
It is pretty much Airbnb for people with pools.
So people can rent your yard. Or I guess your basement. Where do people have indoor pools?
Yeah, like I don't know if basements.
That would be really weird.
You wouldn't put it on a top floor. So, I guess there's basement pools. Main floor mainly.
You know what pool I just visualized and now I'm scared? Diddy's. It's in a basement.
Don't rent that one.
Scary.
Way too slippery on the floor with all that baby oil. Well, it's true. You get told not to run around public pools. Definitely don't be running around Diddy's. Anyway, Swimply has different home pools that people put up, and you can rent them on an hourly basis. So that lets you know how many people you're allowed to bring with you, and you got to clean up after you go, but you just rent it for the hour. The ones I'm looking at right now, there are only 3 within about 45 minutes of here. $72 an hour for the one. It's an indoor heated pool.
Okay.
$75, really nice backyard.
Can we go through their fridge?
I don't believe so. You'd probably BYOB. And then a really nice one out, it looks like out of town in a rural area.
Okay.
But
Listen,
it's like nice for $200 an hour.
how do you know they're not going to pee in your pool?
You don't.
You
And
just have to trust them.
they probably will. Like this backyard oasis I'm looking at allows 40 guests.
Yeah, let's be real. If Ryder was renting somebody's Airbnb-ing a pool, you're one of those guys that perches up at the swim-up bar and you don't leave for 5 hours straight. And it's like, we know you're peeing.
No, I don't pee in pools, thank you very much. But I'm sure some of my friends do. And if there were 40 people invited.
There's always a guy at the resort sitting at the swim-up pool and he has a ponytail and he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt in the water and he doesn't leave for 6 hours.
Yeah, that guy's peeing.
He's peeing in the pool.
Okay, well, we need to get over that.
Sorry.
You're the one that really wanted to find someone who had a pool. I'm telling you.
Well, I have a friend with a pool now. She just bought a house with a pool. So I don't need help. Thanks.
Okay, well, if anybody else is interested.
You can come with me. Do you guys want to come to my friend's house? She actually said she has a very limited guest list.
Yeah, so don't invite randos to join you at her pool.
God, having a pool sounds stressful.
Especially if you have friends like you.
Remember when
you're inviting random people over.
Remember when you were considering it?
Yeah.
And your buddy Fred was like, don't. And he had some really interesting reasons as to why you should never be the pool guy.
Because every kid in the neighborhood will be over there and you've got to watch them.
You have to be watching them the entire time. You become a lifeguard.
Yeah, he's like, parents will just drop them off.
And then now it's your problem. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, so I didn't go through with it. But I might rent one of these suckers.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool.
So what's the app again or the website that people can look into?
It's called Swimply, and it might even be...
a local one.
This one is, yeah. Like, you just punch in what city you are, but there are options around here.
Cool.
But it might be run by Airbnb. It looks a lot similar. Like, it's pretty much the same setup. So,
if it's run by Airbnb, you got to clean up your own mess. It's got to be cleaner when you leave than it was when you got there. So stressful.
Or you're getting dinged.
Yeah, they'll charge you.
A recent study has just been done and released in the Journal of Human Development and Capabilities. And it found that kids who get smartphones before the age of 13 face higher risks for some pretty awful stuff. Mental health issues, suicidal thoughts, aggression, low self-worth. Contributing factors include toxic social media, cyberbullying, poor sleep, family strain.
Yeah.
And I just agree with it all.
Totally. I think, before the age of 13, you need to be connecting with humans, like face to face the entire time, not head in a device. I mean, it's bad for adults too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you look at the screen time and you're not going to eliminate it entirely from young people. You know, they should get to watch shows and things like that. But it seems like a majority of what's actually on the smartphone.
That's the problem.
Is more damaging than, shows that were created for kids and development. Instead, it's apps that were developed to keep people hooked and steal their time and keep them on it, so maybe they spend money. It's crazy. The wording that I used when talking about it the other day, I think sums it up pretty good, is these smartphones are stealing youth.
No, it's sucking the life out of people. It's really sad. It's sad to watch. Like when you actually put your phone down and look around, like let's say in like a waiting room or something, even though like what else is there to do? Yeah, the like thumb scrolling.
Yeah.
It's scary to see.
People used to connect. And I mean, maybe not in a
What are you here for?
Doctor's waiting room.
What's wrong with you today?
You look a little itchy. You okay? But yeah, it's pretty wild. Even when my daughter's hanging out with her friends, if there's a lull for a second, all of them are just immediately on their phones. It sucks. And I don't know how to get around it. It sounds like schools have done a good job of honestly not allowing them. I don't know how we get away from it other than doing things that are out of cell service.
Okay, you just have to hang out in a sauna. One of those wet ones that you never bring your phone into.
All right.
Sounds like a lot of people would be fainting if you're in there for longer than 10 minutes though, so not the best
advice.
Tip.
Yeah,
no.
Maybe camping in places that don't have cell reception. It's just a constant battle. And the more that comes out about it, the more of these studies that are released, the more it's just confirmation of what all parents know right now, which is it's an issue. 90% of the arguments I get in with my kid are about screen time. And they're not even like full-blown screaming matches because she's a super well-rounded kid, and I feel like I'm a pretty patient dad. So they're usually just conversations that have a little zest. But it's like, hey, how long have you been on your damn phone today? And then she'll be like, oh, probably less time than you. But it's all we argue about.
It's a great comeback.
It is a good comeback. Talking a bit about a study that just came out about how damaging smartphones and kids under the age of 13 that have them can be. And asking about tried, tested methods that you've used to keep your kids off of their smartphones. And some really great suggestions rolling in. Amanda says that Apple has great settings for kids. She uses all the time limits, max amount of time on any one app, max per day, bedtime hours. And that's good that they're making that so that it's easy. I haven't tried to figure that out yet. I just used my yelling voice. But.
Yeah. She also said that they do have like full capability to FaceTime and call her though. Like that's not limited, which is important for safety, right? Brian wrote in, who tunes into the show from Medicine Hat. Thank you for listening. My wife's a teacher. When the new cell phone bans came in, she immediately saw an improvement in their moods and overall performance because the students were forced to engage with each other. It's the best thing that has happened for students and the teachers.
Yep. Hell yeah.
That's great. Jennifer said, I just turn off the Wi-Fi so my kids can't use their iPad or iPhone. They don't have access to it until I turn it back on.
Does that mean like you go and shut off their Wi-Fi on their device, or are you going downstairs and like unplugging
it?
I mean, I'm sure there's a way you could do it where you could just shut it off for the whole house. I don't know how to do that. So thank you for the texts and calls on this. We know that it's not going to be something that's solved overnight, but hopefully some things get put into place like the schools have done, that there's some improvement on this, because you hate seeing those little minds just damaged right from the go because of something we could have stopped.
Yep. This first-time texter. My wife and daughter got in a verbal exchange about attitudes needing to be adjusted, so mom took the phone away, and when she took it, she dropped it in the snow and ran the phone over by accident with her vehicle. So yeah, now screen time has been fixed. If anyone wants that as a tip.
Just run it over.
Kurt said that the your account manager app, like let's say you're through TELUS, it can limit Wi-Fi to specific devices, so they limit their kids at certain hours, Kurt said.
Fair. Okay, thank you. We appreciate all the texts that are coming in on this. I mean, I started talking about it for, the community, for everybody. And now I'm just realizing there was a lot for me to learn specifically. So selfishly, thank you very much.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.